this going. We can change it up if we want to. Keep it guessing, keep it guessing. Keep it guessing, keep it guessing. It's like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's not hard to say how I feel. It's like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's kinda easy now cause it's real. Hey. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Hey, hi everybody. Not much of an opening video tonight, but I thought I'd just go with something short and sweet. So, it's good to be here, and it's good. I have tested and tested and tested today. So, we ended up, well, welcome everybody to Story and Art. Good to have you guys here. We ended up having to have our internet service come out and replace both our modem. We had two, and then the modem was out of date. It was way back on like 3, and they were up to 6E or something like that. Hi, Fatima! Yay! Welcome back. I'd crashed so many times while you were out. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so what we've done is we upgraded those systems, and it turned out to be a huge upgrade and for less money, which was nice. But it has to run this mesh thing where it as the more it runs, it'll take a couple of weeks for all of them to like completely get together, going and being good. And so I ran it today and it failed once, and then I went, hold it, well, maybe I have something going on. So I turned some things off, and it's not a RAM issue. But I got it going again, and I got the speed test going, and everything was fine. And oh, yay, you guys, good to have everybody here. Linda's here, Tamara's here, Fatima's here. Looks like some other people watching too. Lurking. We have some people lurking. Maybe Lupe's lurking or somebody. Anyway, and oh, Carlos is here. Hi, Carlos. Nice. Yay. So it shouldn't crash. And what I did too is I dropped the stream down from a higher level to just a standard 720. So the might not be. I wanted to do a 1080, but I thought, I'll just try this. So the two routers are upgraded. The modem is upgraded. We had the technician, everything, the speed tests are going fine. So things should go well. But like I said, it's going to take a couple weeks for all this to mesh together. And then I also, after this, I have to clear a bunch of stuff off my hard drive, because my hard drive is, I should know better, but on my studio is a little bit close to being full, just like my iCloud drive is full. Seriously. So many things. But tonight we have a couple things. We have a couple of art, because I couldn't get them in on Sunday. So I'm going to start with that. I don't have my little show and tell art thing. Sorry, you guys, I didn't have that. I would have to hop down to here. Can I do that? Can I shop down? No, I'm just going to hop right into the art, because it's kind of a different night tonight. So I hope everybody is glad to be here, glad to be back. I am so glad to have this all kind of working on a level that is, yes, it's been good news this week. Crazy that mammogram's clear, did that whole thing. I know. Women in the room are going to be like, get it, that it's, yes, woohoo. After what we've dealt with my sister, it was just really a big relief. Bob's breathing much easier and everything on that. My grandniece is 18 today. She's playing a tennis match. Oh, my sister just texted and said that she won both her tennis matches. Go Elise. And everything is coming along. So, yeah. So here we are, back together on a Thursday, which is normally just story night, but we're going to have some show and tell art too, because Tamara sent something in and Linda sent something in, and I caught it just before I went live. I saw it. So first off, we're going to start with Tamara's, and she has this piece. She said that she sent in a piece that is or was a photo, and she made a creature out of it, a flower, and she called it Petal. So that's that one. This is Tamara's, who is Tam's Art. Tamara, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if I can, there I am. It looks like you made it from a photo of a pansy. Like, I mean, we have, do you have pansies in Australia? Maybe, I don't know. How universal are pansies? They seem like a pretty universal flower to me. And yeah, I'm doing Fatima. Yay. Seems much smoother. Thanks, Carlos. Yes. Yay. It is. It is. A lot going on. Yeah, a lot going on. A lot going on. So this is Tamara's art, and she took a photo and she turned it into an art. She took a photo of a flower and then added things to it and made it into a creature. Good job, Tamara. I always am amazed at what you do. Yeah, very ethereal. Good choice of words, Linda. Semi-transparency. It is a native flower from grasses. Wow. I mean, like, seriously, it looks a lot like our pansies that we have up here. And they're always been a favorite flower. The flower we used to plant, my mom used to take us and get it. The folding of the petals and the colors are impressive, says Fatima. Yes, they are. It is very cool. Good job. Okay, now, Linda, it's your turn. So, Linda, oops, I got to get it the right size so we can see the whole thing. There we go. Yay. So, Linda, is this another one of your manhole covers that you've done? Or would you do this clock from? And tell us what you used for it. Because you always use such fascinating things, like you've used resin and all those things on the walking stick that you did, and had other things. So this is a cool clock. Does it work as a clock? I mean, is it functioning as a clock? I love that little. No, I tore apart a clock and remade it. Okay. I think my favorite part is over there between the 9 and the 10 on the outside edge. It looks a little, an eye with a little nose kind of pointing in, looking in. It's just crazy. Yeah, it is very cool. I also really like the color gradation that you did around the outside. And it with the brighter navy sky blue with those stars, and then it's almost like ground underneath the ground, like a moon surface. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. That's a face with a mouth. All right. Oh, very cool. I love it, Linda. Good job. Yay. Oh, here, let me see what I can do on the brightness of, I wonder, can I turn? I could have done that. I should have thought of that. I can do brighten my camera, but I can't brighten that image here. I could have done it before I brought it in. If you ever have that happen again, Linda, or anybody that's sending in your art, and the lighting is not what you want, tell me in the email, and I will see if you send it in at least an hour beforehand. I can probably brighten it up in some post processing enough to add some more light to it. All right. So yay, live. All right. Go. Yes, we're back. Good. And I can get rid of that little circle one. So tonight, I felt like celebrating the fact that I got this tech stuff straightened out, and it should be good. And I painted another couple little things, and next week I head down to see Layla and Lachlan. Yay! I fly out Tuesday, and I'll be back on Friday. So I don't know if I will Thursday. I'll send you a message whether or not I do. I'll put it in a post. But I'm going down to, be Grandma Goo. And Layla is she's in a select basketball team now. And plus she has her orchestra that she's doing. So that, and then Lachlan is he's playing basketball too, and football, and doing all this stuff. So I'm there to take them, run them back and forth all over the place while Mom and Dad are gone on trips. Who knows where? I don't know. I have no idea. And then on Saturday, I will head to Eugene because Rory is going to be 4. Yes! My youngest grandchild is going to be 4. And I'm just going to, we got to head down for Rory's birthday. So it's good times for the next. It's springtime. It's gorgeous. And all the stories tonight, I found some fun ones. And they have all to do with imagination and just believing, And so that's what we're going to go for. And let me get the first one up. Now, the first one is illustrated by Diane Adler. And let me take you to that right there. So you can see she is, it's illustrated and written by Diane Alber. She's a passion for art since she first held her first crayon when she was 2, which inspired her to subsequently earn a bachelor's degree in fine arts from Arizona State University. She's a wife and a mother of 2 young, energetic children who love books, and she became inspired to start writing and illustrating books because she saw a need for a book that inspired art and creativity in children. All right. She also hopes that this book encourages parents to be proud of their children's artwork no matter what it looks like. Now, that's the book that she wrote that I'm not reading tonight. Is the one is called Scribble. I don't think I've read that one. But anyway. Whoa, that was close. That was close. Okay. Is called I Wish I Had a Dragon. I hope you guys are back because it just crashed on me for a second and I got to click to resume. So I don't know. Whew. Gotta go late night with clients. Yes. I wish I had a dragon with marshmallows. Yeah. I wish I had a dragon with marshmallows. 2 of my favorite things, marshmallows and dragons. Yes. So here we go. It's been hiccuping. Okay. It should be back by now because I got to click to resume. And I closed everything else off. And close this window. Close this window. And pull this back up. Oh, sorry, you guys are seeing things. It's showing my screen. It's back. Yes. All right. This is I Wish I Had a Dragon with Marshmallows. Some would say that I wasted a completely good wish, but how was I supposed to know it would come true? It all started when I found this super cool lizard in my backyard. He had shimmering scales on his belly and little spikes on his head. He almost looked like a mini dragon. As the lizard and I played in the grass, my stomach started to growl. For some reason, I was really craving toasted marshmallows. You know, the ones you roast over a fire. Unfortunately, I had no marshmallows and no way to toast them. But I did have my little lizard friend. What if he could turn into a dragon? And toast marshmallows for me? That's when I got the idea to say, I wish I had a dragon with marshmallows. Nothing happened, except the lizard jumped out of my hand and ran away. Ugh, I didn't have any marshmallows or a dragon, and now I didn't have a lizard friend either. I was so bummed. But who was I kidding? Dragons don't just appear out of thin air. As I walked back to the house, there was a rustling sound behind me. I turned around and saw a dragon with marshmallows. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. But as I got closer to the dragon, I noticed his big frown. Why was he so sad? I didn't remember wishing for a sad dragon. I thought maybe toasting marshmallows would cheer him up, so I tried to show him what to do. Then I took a step back while the dragon took a deep breath. But there was no fire, not even a teeny tiny spark. If I was a dragon and I couldn't breathe fire, I would be sad too. I knew I needed a dragon to feel better. Then it hit me. Maybe a sad dragon couldn't breathe fire, but a happy dragon could. I had an idea. I immediately took off my sock, rubbed on some dirt for the eyes, and tried to do an amazing of hide and seek might work. 1, 2, 3, 4. It turns out dragons can't hide very well. Maybe a game of tag would be fun. But that was exhausting. I just needed to rest my eyes for a second. I woke up suddenly to a tickle on my arm. Ah! My lizard came back. I couldn't wait to show the dragon. I looked back for him, but he was gone. Oh, I began to wonder if it was all a dream. And that's when I noticed a plate of perfectly toasted marshmallows. Take a look at that lizard's face. And then at the end, it has this how to make your own sock dragon. I love it. Little things out of felt and a sock and pom-poms for the eyes and a glue gun and slippers. Now I want marshmallows, she says. Now I want marshmallows. Too funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that was I Wish I Had a Dragon with Marshmallows. Now, my next book is, I have another one for you, and it's kind of fun. Did you guys like that one? Let's see what everybody's saying. Now you want marshmallows. Just random. It's back. Yeah, it did the cut out, and I stopped the recording, but then it gave me the click to resume, which it hasn't been giving me the click to resume. So I clicked to resume, and it resumed the stream. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's nice. So, anyway, the next book is a Pete the Cat book. Now, Pete the Cat is by James Dean and Kimberly Dean, and it's a series of Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat goes back to school. Pete the Cat has new shoes. There's songs that have to do with Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat is just, he came about when I was still teaching, and he's just been a real popular one. And this one is called Pete the Cat's Groovy Imagination. And it's just Pete the Cat is just a fun character, and the illustrations are the kind that the kids had always liked to practice and draw at and do. And so this is one of those really great ones. Just, you know, promoting all the imagination that we have and that we use, and that making sure that we know that it's the best thing out there. So Pete the Cat's Groovy Imagination. And hang on, let me get to the book to you. There it is. There you go. Pete the Cat's Groovy Imagination. Now just look at the illustrations on this. This is what is always so much fun, because kids could always draw Pete the Cat and copy it, and when always a fun one to compare, you know, because even a kindergartner could have a good time, you know, with making a Pete the Cat. You had some simple triangles and kind of things you could do and make some really kind of fun things with Pete the Cat. So good job for Kimberly and James Dean for doing this. Caat was happy. Today would be so much fun. Chilling out, catching vibes, sand surfing, and lots of fun. But when Pete looked outside, he got down in the dumps sad. Pouring rain could make this good day turn bad. Pete didn't complain. He did not feel blue. Pete knew he could find something fun to do. Pete drew a cool picture. Pete strummed a little tune until he saw something too good to be true. Pete found a big box. He looked it up and down. He turned it side to side, and he spun it all around. The box was brown, and it was strong. The box was wide and tall. Maybe this wasn't just any box after all. This box rocks. This box was big. This box was groovy. This box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. Maybe it was more than a box. Maybe it was more than it seemed. Pete closed his eyes, and he had an out-of-this-world dream. It was more than a box. It was a groovy rocket ship. Pete saw the moon on his outer space trip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Pete was heading home. He landed. Now, what could this box be? This box was big, and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. Yellow submarine. Pete dived way down into the sea. Pete wore his goggles to see the underwater scene. The submarine crashed. When it reached land, X was lying sideways in the sand. But what's a cat to do with a box that couldn't stand? The box was big and it was groovy. This box could be something new. Suddenly Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. And pretty soon, the box was not just a box lying on its side. It was a cool cat race car, revving for a fast, fast ride. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Pete won the race just like that. Then splat. The race car went flat. Now, what good is a box that looks like a mat? The box was big, and it was groovy. The box could be something new. And suddenly Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. Even though a flat box was not in the plan, Pete imagined it was a stage for his jammin' rock band. Sometimes our plans just don't go right, but it doesn't mean the day can't be out of sight. If you use your imagination, you will see just how groovy your day can be. When you want to dream of something new, thinking outside the box is the grooviest thing to do. And there he takes off. I love this in paper. Oh, the boxes. I know this page. There was a page spread that I saw back there that I saw you said you liked, Fatima. And I bet it is, I'm going back. Not this one. It was this one. Is this the one that you liked so much? This is my favorite page in the whole thing. I love the white outline that he did on Pete the Cat, that they did on this time on Pete the Cat, and the little different, the whiskers and the eyes, just different. I loved it. Yeah. I know, isn't this car cool? Yeah, they have those, the page spread, I missed it at the beginning of the book. There's one, it starts out this way with this car. You know, I tell you, the cardboard boxes have always been just the funnest thing. I tell you, you said there's a book called Christina Katerina and the Box, and then there's another one called Timmy's Blue Lake, and it's all about starting with Timmy's Big Blue Lake. Is that one? I think I have that one. It was a local author that wrote that one, but Christina Katerina and the Box is a book that I had for Annalena when she was little, and I think I think it's probably down at their house, but it was always a favorite one. All about the imagination that you have with a box like that, with what you do with a cardboard box. He's a cool cat. Yes, it is my favorite. Yeah. Pete the Cat is just something. There's so many Pete the Cat books, and they're just fun. There's songs that go with them, and oh my gosh, I love it. They're just a great fun. So, well, we only had one crash. Woohoo! And it came back. That's a relief. Although I'm a little irritated that it crashed at all because it shouldn't, because we had so much of the speed test. Bitty. But yep. Anyway, but it's back. We're back and we're okay. And Cat wearing glasses was cute. My cat tries to steal to steal mine. Oh, Cat. Yeah, cats wearing glasses are hilarious. Pete and Skippy John, two cool cats. Oh my goodness, yes. They just that would be. There's several one. Then there's another one that the gal did that is another cat that is an artist. And I think I read that one a long time ago. I have to find that again. It was a good one. I can't remember the name right now. Oh, well, yeah. I'm lucky. But I went on today and in Libby and found several really. Hey. Hi, Randall. No, we got beautiful weather. You guys, that's Randall Brander. He's another one of the ECAM. Randall, no, I don't have bad weather. We had the internet come. I had to get a new modem and 2 new routers because everything was kind of out of date. I do have some things I have to move off my hard drive because I think it's I don't know, but one thing at a time. At least we made it through this time with only one crash, but eCam resumed. Click to resume. I got that back, and I've got much faster on the speed tests, so all good with that. But so on Sunday, send in your artwork, you guys, for Sunday. I will have some great time. I'm going to run several speed tests and do several private test kind of lives, and I might even go on and do some painting and stuff live, just because just have people want to stop in and create and do stuff. I might just do that while I'm painting or doing some other stuff. I might try it from out in Studio G too. Tomorrow, okay. I tell you guys, I have to get my driver's license. This is let me just before we say goodbye. Let me just tell you this other little thing going on. I have to get my driver's license renewed. It expires on my birthday in May 17th, and I need to have a new picture because I don't look like the picture I had beforehand from 8 years ago or 6 years ago at all. And we have a new address, and Washington doesn't change the physical address on your cards or even give you a sticker. So I have to go in with the new cutbacks, shall we say, and with the new regulation in Washington of having to have this specialized ID. You have to call and make an appointment, where you used to be able to drop in and get your driver's license renewed pretty easily if you waited. And there's places around here that were kind of out in the country and there was never anybody there. Literally, the first appointment that was within 50 miles of my home was May 27th. And that's Tacoma, Lacey, Parkland, Gig Harbor, Bremerton. We're not talking a small area. We're talking Tacoma. I mean, big. And a lot of the places don't even have appointments anymore. And I couldn't do it by mail, and I couldn't do it online because I needed a new picture. So tomorrow, we're driving to Port Townsend, 2 hours away, because it was the only appointment before my birthday, literally within 100 miles of my house, that I could get an appointment to get my license done. Oh, well, it'll happen. It'll be a road trip. Real ID. I have my passport too, but I have to get my driver's license renewed anyway. So I have the real ID already, but I still need to renew my driver's license. Yeah. One more thing. So, but it'll be a road trip and it'll be beautiful. And my good friend Barb lives up on Woodby, and I'm going to call her, see if she can hop the ferry and come over and say hi, or else we can hop the ferry and go over and say hi to her, and put traffic on that one if the tide's not out. It's a ferry that doesn't run at low tide. Too low tide. That's the Pacific Northwest for you. All right. That's okay. That's the way it is. Anyway, you guys, it's been good. Airport. Yeah, I have a passport, and I have all that stuff. But this is Washington State has a special one, partially in its we can use it to go across the border to Canada instead of our passport because of just because of where we are, I think. Anyway, but I haven't tried that. But I got it. I got mine 6 years ago when it first came about, and but now I'd have to get it renewed. Oh well, it's one of those things. But so we're gonna make it a road trip and a photography trip and fun. And Port Townsend is a sweet little town. In the late 1800s, has some beautiful architecture, and it's on the water, and it's gorgeous. So it'll be a fun road trip. Yay! Anyway, I will see you guys back on Sunday night with more stories. I have some wonderful things I found. Anyway, that's the way it is. Yes, I took a jet for the first time in 40 years, and I don't want to go. See you guys. Airports are but I will still travel. Like, you know me. I got on a plane and went to Africa by myself. I had never been out of the country except for Mexico or Canada, and I went to Africa, to Botswana, and it was a blast. Yeah. And our good friend Paul is, you guys got to go see Paul's new stuff. He's doing the How to Repair radio show from his van, driving over the Atlas Mountains on roads and he has a 360 camera. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was just, it's just music. He just has music playing as he's driving on roads that would make me nervous, which is something to say. That they would make me nervous. Anyway, you guys have a great evening, and I will be back on Sunday. And until next time, everybody, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in the mirror. And also, maybe fill somebody's bucket tomorrow and the next day. It'll fill your own when you do so. And I will see you Sunday.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here.
Helicopter, want to.
There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh,
You could come see me.
yeah, gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. You blow my mind, looking like a model, better than the usual.
I did the road to Hana too. Oh, I didn't write it.
You
I
don't
was
even
in a
try.
band. I did the whole thing. Bob and I wrote part of it
Put you
together.
on a pedestal.
But I did the whole thing.
There's not just stars on the boulevard.
It's gorgeous.
They're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards. I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Roy!
We could be shameless, famous.
Yeah. Had to get new modems and a new router. Two new routers and a new modem. Yes.
You got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Thanks for being thanks for being here. I was supposed to say thanks for being here. So much for a spell check. That's okay. Bye, everybody.